Hello everyone, namaste. Thank you for joining my video. I had planned this class really for if you are pre or post travel in the spirit that summertime. I know a lot of my students right now have travel coming up, or maybe they're going to be taking long flights, long road trips, trains, planes, automobiles, all of it. And so this is just 12 minutes of laying down on our backs, getting into our hips, getting into our hamstrings, a little bit into the back, some twists, but keeping it really gentle and low key to just unravel any tension that you might have built along your travels. This is also a great stretch just in general if you feel like you're tight from jogging, maybe from lifting, or even anything else that you might be practicing in your life, and you just are looking for a relaxing stretch before bed or early in the morning. So I hope you enjoy and thank you for joining again. So all you need for this practice is your body to be conscious, and you don't even need a yoga mat. All you need is just to lay on the floor. The whole practice will be on our backs. So you can go ahead and join me on your backs now. And then we'll start with the both feet planted on the ground and the arms cactused alongside your body with the elbows about the height of your shoulders. Drop your knees over to the left. Turn your chin over to the right. And then bring the knees to the center, over to the right, and turn your chin to the left. We're having some casting issues. Bring the knees to the center, over to the left. Again, turn the chin to the right. And do one more time to each side. Bring the knees to the right, turn your chin to the left. And then final time, knees to center, drop them to the left, knees to center, and drop them to the right. And then bring your knees back to the center, turn the knees in, knocking them in towards each other. Place a hand to the belly, the other hand onto the chest, and then close the eyes, and let's take 3 deep breaths together. So breathe into the belly, and then fill up into the chest. Pause when you get to the top. And then exhale with an open mouth, relaxing your shoulders into the ground. And breathe in, feel the belly rise. Continue breathing in, filling the chest. And then an open mouth, exhale, softening your low back curve down into the mat. One more time. Breathe in, feel the belly rise into your bottom hand. And then feel your chest lift into your top hand. And then a final open mouth, exhale, relaxing your spine into the floor. And slowly blink the eyes open. We'll separate the knees and draw them in towards your chest, giving yourself a squeeze. Feel the stretch through the low back as you rock side to side, pressing the back against the ground. And then keep your right knee in towards your chest and extend your left leg all the way down onto the ground. So that left leg is long. If you have any low back pain, you might take that knee bent with the foot flat on the floor. And let's just draw circles with your right knee, moving in one direction a couple of times. And then switch the direction of your circles the opposite way. Pause in the middle and then hold the back of your right thigh and straighten your right leg up towards the ceiling. And start a couple of ankle rolls, maybe about 5 in one direction. Your snaps and pops, mine will just harmonize right along with yours. Switch the direction of your circles the opposite way. And start to slow those circles down. Point your toes straight up to the ceiling. And then flex them down as you push your heel to the ceiling. And do that a couple more times, pointing and flexing. Try to keep the shoulders relaxed the whole time into the mat. And the next time you're pointing the toes, hold the toes pointed, take a deep breath. And then do the opposite, flex the toes down and take a deep breath. Now keeping the leg extended, bend your left foot back onto the ground so the left knee bends. And then pick your head up towards your right knee and climb your hands up onto your calf muscle, giving it a final tug in tight for the last deep breath here. And then start to walk your hands back down, rebend your right knee again, and then cross your right ankle on top of your left knee. You might keep the foot grounded if you feel tight and this knee is all the way in still, and just use your right hand to push that leg away. If you'd like more, reach for the back of your left thigh, clasp your hands there, and pull the leg in. You can add a little sway of your hips left and right. If you feel any tension building around the neck, also turn your head left and right a few times. Unclench the jaw, taking a couple deep breaths here together. Melting all that tension out of your right hip. One more deep breath. And step your foot down if it's off the mat. Step your right foot down, and then extend your two legs into a moment of Shavasana. Just rest your body with your palms facing up, legs straight, and scan your body with your awareness from your head to your heels. See if you notice any difference from the right side to the left side. You might even be able to feel the place where your hands were just clasping the back of your left thigh not too long ago. Or maybe where you were holding the right calf muscle with your hands. And then begin to reach the arms over your head. Take a big good morning stretch, point your toes. Maybe a yawn happens. And then draw your two knees back in towards your chest. And we'll repeat all that onto the left side. So this time we'll keep the left knee in and extend your right leg long. And if you feel any low back pain or pinching, try your right foot flat instead. And then try some circles with that left knee in one direction. Moving any tension out of those hip creases. And then switch the direction the other way. And then find the center. We'll hold the back of your left thigh, clasp your hands there, and straighten your knee up towards the ceiling. Ooh, I'm tight on this side today. And then once you have your leg as straight as you can get, even if it's just halfway straight, as long as you feel hamstring stretch, that's where we want to be. Roll your ankle a couple of times in circles in one direction. And then switch the direction of the circles the other way. To slow down that movement and point your toes up towards the ceiling and then flex them down. And do that a couple of times, pointing and flexing. And I like to imagine when I'm doing these that all the tension or inflammation from my legs and my ankles, my feet is just melting down my leg. Next time you're pointing the toes up, we'll hold that together for a full breath. And then flex the toes down and take a full breath like that. And then slowly start to bend your right knee, take your right foot down onto the ground, lift your head off the mat toward that left knee, climb your hands up your left calf muscle. Final breath for this deep stretch, pulling the leg in tight. And slowly walk the hands back down your thigh, rebend your left knee, and then cross your left ankle on top of the right knee for figure 4. One of the most common things that I find people are confusing this pose is when you hold the back of the right thigh, you want your left hand to thread between your thighs. So there's that little triangle of space between your left and your right thigh. That's where you want your hands to go. And then the second thing I tend to see a lot in this pose is the head and neck getting really tense. So try to relax the head, relax the neck, rock the head side to side if you feel any of that tension. pull your right knee in against your left ankle. A lot of times when we feel tense, that tension can spread, and you probably already know where your habitual places of tension are. So anytime you catch yourself, just using that as your mantra to relax that area of your body. Take one more breath. And slowly place your right foot back down, place your left foot back down, and then again, extend your legs, let your arms rest by your body, palms facing up, and just take a deep breath there, feeling your body head to heels, relaxing and supported by the floor. And then place your feet back down to the floor, scoot your hips a little over to the right, and draw your knees in and over to the left. And then place your left hand on top of your right thigh there. Let your right arm reach it towards the right side of the room and turn your chin to the right, gently pressing that top thigh down to stretch through the low back. One more deep breath. Slowly bring your legs back to center. Set your feet down so you can lift the hips up and swing them over towards the left side. And then draw the knees together over to the right. Place your right hand on your top thigh and extend the left arm towards the left side and gaze down towards the left side of your mat. About 3 deep breaths here in this twist. Rock your head slowly back to neutral. Come back up through the center. Set your feet down so your hips can come back into the middle of your mat. And then final stretch that I've planned for us today is a happy baby. So you can start with a variation by drawing the knees in toward your chest and wide as you can apart. Now you can either stay like this or bring your ankles in and reach for your ankles to separate the feet into happy baby. If holding the ankles feels like a deep stretch, stay there or walk your fingers to your toes and then add a gentle sway side to side. Why can't you be like yoga with Adrian's dog and just stay still? What is that dog's name? Is it Charlie? Anyways, bring the knees back in together, set your feet down, and then extend your legs one last time for resting in our Shavasana, taking 3 deep breaths, letting your body decompress against the floor. If you'd like to stay here longer, feel free to remain and rest for even up to 5-10 minutes. You take an hour nap if you'd like. But if you feel ready to start to make your way up to seated and hug the knees into the chest and either rock over to one side or rock and roll up to a seated position, ending our practice. And thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope that your hips and your hamstrings feel attended to, leaving you feel ready to rest or whatever else the day has in store for you. And thank you. Namaste.